8:48. Jonathan Zungri in with your video game winners and losers. What's up, Jonathan?
How's it going, man? What's up?
Good, man, good. Here you got some winners for us this week.
Yeah, man, I got 2 winners. I mean, I got so many winners for you guys this year. This has been like the best year for video games I think we've ever had. 2 more this week brought to you by Gamefly.com and PSPros.com. If you're looking for a place to get your Xbox 360 repaired or your PlayStation 3, you got to go to ps-pros.com/winners. The first one I got, it's called Saints Row the Third for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. It's basically, it feels like an old Grand Theft Auto game. Before Grand Theft Auto became so serious, and it was more just about running people over with cars.
Yeah.
Basically, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, you play as the leader of this gang called the Saints, and you're internationally famous. You got your own energy drink, you got your own clothing line. Even the cops, when they try to arrest you, they basically tell you to autograph your guns before putting them on the ground because you're so popular.
Mutual respect type thing. I know Grand Theft Auto was really big into the music. Does this game have kind of those same music tracks with a big...
Yes, it's actually awesome. That's one of the things that reminds me most of the old school Grand Theft Auto games. You can be driving, you're driving to your different destinations, and you've got all these really cool rock stations. The coolest thing is, the characters were driving, and Sublime came on the radio. What I Got by Sublime,
nice.
And the characters started singing along with the song, and it's kind of cool because I know the words too, and so one of the characters, he doesn't really want to sing it, and his buddy's like, no, come on, man, you know the words, and so they're singing the entire song as I'm driving to my next, place where I'm going to run over a cop.
So just like you're hanging out with your buddies and they're egging you on in the back there.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I mean, that's just kind of where the game starts, too, because there's so many different crazy things you can do. I mean, it's not just about running people over. They have this one game called Insurance Fraud where you run out into traffic and you try to get hit by the biggest car you can find, and then you collect on the medical bills.
In this game, I believe this is one that has an awesome button.
Yes, that's what it's called. It's basically the sprint button, but if you hold it down, everything that you do just becomes more awesome. So if you're trying to hijack a car and you've got the awesome button held down,
right,
then he jumps through the windshield, feet first, into the car and
style
hijacks the car that way. Yeah, exactly. Or if you're trying to attack somebody, punch somebody, and you got the awesome button held down, he'll do a professional wrestling move where he'll DDT their head into the ground and then pose for the camera. He'll look at you through the screen and pose for you. It's just nuts. It's just insane.
The game bringing back the pile driver. That's awesome. You said 2 winners, right? What else do we got?
Yeah. Okay, well, Saints Row, super cool game if you want to, get crazy and stuff like that. The other game, it's for the Wii. I'm so thankful because there hasn't been a great game for the Wii for quite a while. This is called Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Mm-hmm. It's 25th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda. They've been making these games since '86. And I gotta say, this is probably the best one that I've ever played. Basically what makes it cool is that, any way that you swing the Wii remote is the way that the hero Link is gonna swing the sword.
Oh, wow.
So, what it leads to is these really interesting sword fights with all these different monsters. They'll be blocking up high, they'll have the sword up high. That means you can't do an overhand vertical strike or they're gonna block it. So you gotta do a horizontal strike. So it's kinda, you gotta be a strategist, when you fight these monsters. It feels like every sword fight, the monster actually knows how to sword fight and fight you. It leads to some really fun experiences.
It's like a very smart role-playing game, it sounds like.
Yeah, it is, man. It's really cool. And the other thing that's really cool about it is that people have always said that Link and Zelda are the best couple in video games. Mm-hmm. But until this game, I don't think it's ever been apparent. I mean, he's the hero, she's the princess. Of course, they fall in love. But in this game, they actually have chemistry. It's crazy. I mean, they're about 13 years old, so they don't really know how to show it. But there are some moments where it's pretty romantic. It's like, wow, these guys actually like each other. It's interesting.
One thing, a lot of people sometimes they'll knock the Wii. Maybe the graphics aren't quite as good as you would find with the Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3. I've heard, though, the graphics in this game are really kind of different and in a good way.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you have the Wii, you probably know that the graphics maybe are not as good as the PS3. But what they do is they do some interesting things. Like, say you're walking towards a forest, mm-hmm. the forest will actually appear like an oil painting, almost like an impressionist painting. things aren't so clear, but there's just like splotches of color. And then once you get closer, things kind of like, they get more refined. You can see the detailing in the trees. But when you're standing far away, it's really very beautiful. I couldn't believe it. It feels like I'm looking at a Monet.
Yeah. Unlike in Saints Row, which sounds more for, a game for adults, is this one more kid-friendly or...
Definitely. I was really happy when I was playing this game. I just got married. I'm looking to have some kids soon. I was really happy that they're going to have a Zelda game that they're going to have a great time with.
Yeah.
I would say any kid over 10 years old, you'd be able to play with that kid, and you both have a fantastic time. Because it's interesting for adults, too. It tells a really good story.
And with the Wii, get a little exercise in there as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially if you're playing it for hours like I was when I was reviewing it. I was getting so lazy where I was just moving my wrist. I was not standing up. It was not like Wii Sports. Yeah.
Nice. Where can people check you out again?
Oh, yeah. You definitely check out Video Game Winners and Losers on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And if you want to play the winners I talked about, Legend of Zelda, Saints Row, go to gamefly.com/winners. And basically you can get 2 free weeks of video game rentals. It's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Jonathan, thank you so much.
Definitely. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you. 8:55, New Kasabian. Days Are Forgotten.